What's up, guys? Weightlifting belt. When do you really need it? If you even need it at all. In this video, I'm going to be telling you why you don't really need weightlifting belt. And if you're going to use weightlifting belt, I'm going to tell you the proper way to use it. What's up, guys? Once again, weightlifting belt. Very controversial gear to use in the gym. The reason why I'm doing this video today is because a couple of days ago, one of the gym members at the gym that I work out at came up to me and asked me why I don't use weightlifting belts. And I told him that as a bodybuilder and a fitness athlete, you don't really need weightlifting belts, because when you're training with weightlifting belts, you're not allowing your core to work by itself. You're not allowing your stabilization muscles, your stabilizers to work well. Your body is going to depend on the belt. And also, if you're not a strength athlete, if your goal is not to put numbers on the bar and compete in a powerlifting competition or maybe on a weightlifting competition, as you all know, in my previous videos, I always talk about how I used to be an Olympic weightlifter. The reason why we use waist belt as strength athletes back in the day before I got into bodybuilding is because we only use them when we're about to do a 1 rep max or 2 reps max. So we don't use them when we're doing high volume training. If I'm going to do 15 repetitions or 20 repetitions or maybe 50% of what I normally use as a 1 rep max, I don't need weightlifting belt, because if I keep using weightlifting belt, I'm not going to develop all my core muscles, all my core stabilizing muscles. So this is the reason why you don't really need weightlifting belt as a bodybuilder, as a strength athlete. The only time you need it is when you want to lift, 2, 3, or 4 times your body weight. And at the same time, when you're using weightlifting belt, it's not going to prevent injuries. Because I hear this all the time around the gym where, put the belt around your waist, you're not going to get hurt, just go ahead and lift the weight or do the squats or do the deadlift. And while these guys are doing this deadlift and this squat that they were doing with weightlifting, using weightlifting belt around their waist, they still have bad form. They're rounding their back and they're not stabilizing their back, they're not stabilizing their core. You can still get hurt while using weightlifting belt with wrong form. So don't say because you have a belt around your waist, that's going to prevent injuries. And the only 2 exercises you need weightlifting belt for, if you're going to use it as strength athlete, is deadlift and squats. You don't really need them for shoulder press or bench press or bicep curls. I even see people using, wearing weightlifting belts doing lateral raises. I mean, lateral raises is not a strength movement. Shoulder press is not really a strength movement. Bicep curl is not a strength movement. You're building muscle. So allow your core to activate while you're working out, so you don't depend on weightlifting belt. Because if you depend on weightlifting belts all the time, you're only making your back and your core weaker. And also, wearing weightlifting belt all the time is going to create more pressure around your waist, which can also elevate your blood pressure. Because when your blood pressure go up when you're working out, it affects your heart. And we all know that when the heart pressure goes too high while you're working out, it can lead to a heart attack. So if you're going to use weightlifting belt as a strength athlete, after doing the lift or after performing the exercise, take the waist belt off, weightlifting belt off, and loosen it up a little bit. So there you have it, guys. Please, if you're not a strength athlete, you do not, I repeat, you do not need weightlifting belt except we're doing your 1 rep max as a strength athlete. But as a bodybuilder, you don't need it. So there you have it, guys. Thank you once again for all the comments. Thank you for all your suggestions of all the exercises that I need to be putting out there. So I really appreciate it. Once again, before I sign out, go to MightyMuscleUSA.com. All the programs, the proper form, the do's and don'ts, the common mistakes that you see in the gym when people are using gym equipment. It's all there for you as a blueprint to help you achieve your goal. Now, if you're not a member, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you're already a member, just ring the bell below. I will notify you every time I put up a new video. It's Moji Oluwa, Miami Muscle, signing out.